Man, I'm really liking this anime series. I just wish they would give it a 3-part movie prequel. Said no one ever. But hey, here we are, Kizumonogatari. It's part of the Monogatari series you might have heard about, with popular installments like Bakemonogatari, Nisemonogatari, Monogatari. But even if you somehow managed to circle around the hype surrounding it, then yeah, I can't really blame you, to be honest. The thing is, the Monogatari series is weird, and so are the people that watch it. Seriously, the Monogatari fandom can be best described as a bunch of horny dweebs that simultaneously believe they're way smarter than everyone else, because they prefer one Japanese cartoon over another. Anyway, let me tell you why Monogatari is better than any other show you've watched, and if you disagree, then you clearly just didn't understand it. Well then, the Monogatari series. You've probably heard of it because of this song. No? Still no idea what I'm talking about? Okay, then it seems like you're leaving me with no choice. In case you're not familiar with the Monogatari series, then it's the anime with the toothbrush scene, okay? And in case you are familiar with it, then yeah, toothbrush. Kizumonogatari is an actually incredible prequel, because instead of giving you a story you didn't ask for, it gives you everything you asked for. And more. If you watch these movies after you've already completed big parts of the main series like I did, then Kizu will be an absolute awakening. Spiritual, obviously. All the burning questions that have been causing you to lose sleep at night are finally answered, like, why? Why did it come to this? I mean, I love Shinobu, but seriously, we got a lolly when we had this? Well, anyway, even if you have never heard of the Monogatari series, you can still appreciate these movies for the awesome directing. I mean, look at this chair. No, but for real, Kizumonogatari looks amazing. These are proper movies. Wait, so you're telling me anime can have genuinely stunning cinematography instead of just lips moving? Impossible.
Actually, this is not a fair comparison, as most anime have very tight schedules and limited budgets, which doesn't allow them to.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just trying to emphasize that these movies are just super nice to look at. And it isn't like in some other cases where you have one cool shiny explosion and the rest looks like an unfinished preschool art project. Okay, maybe it kinda does actually, but in a good way. Look at the colors. I mean, if sunset looked like this in real life, I would maybe consider leaving my house more. But unfortunately, it doesn't. That looks pretty alright, I guess. The Monogatari series is such a weird and beautiful breed. It manages to be quite frankly one of the most intelligent series I've ever seen, while simultaneously carrying the degenerate energy of a 13-year-old left home alone. Allow me to demonstrate. Hanekawa. She seems to be pure supportive and playful bliss. Always witty, always teasing, just overall fun to be around. Hanekawa has just this happy-go-lucky attitude. I mean, it's not like her entire persona is just a coping mechanism of hers to hide her misery or something. I mean, it's not like her mother committed suicide soon after her birth, leaving her with a workaholic father who would die not long afterwards. I mean, it's not like she's sleeping in the hallway of the second floor alone, because she has no reconnection to her step-parents. I mean, it's not like she's only playing this cute character because she wants to appeal to Araragi and isn't confident enough in her real personality, which in combination with her unfortunate family situation leads to such a large accumulation of stress within her that she ultimately ends up becoming a demon dangerous to her and the people around her. You know, that would be quite insane, right? Hey, look, panty shot. Monogatari really likes presenting you with character stereotypes only to completely throw your expectations overboard. Characters like Hanekawa are so complex and multi-layered that you can still discuss them even ages after you've already finished the show. It's incredible, really. By the way, have you seen Hanekawa's panties though? Another example would be Araragi, our main character. He might seem like a degenerate lolicon with a hero complex, but in reality he is... he has his reasons is all I'm saying, okay? Or what about Shinobu? Her role in the story is about as varied as her appearances. You don't know whether to sympathize with her or not, you don't know whether to feel bad or terrified. Hell, you don't even know whether to think, oh my god I want to headpet her, or oh my god I want her to step on me. Shinobu is really so much more than what could have been just a so hot vampire lady. Because she's also a lolly. But that's not the point. I mean, it kinda is, but that's not the point I'm trying to make here. The point I'm trying to make here is Shinobu is a super interesting character, and I really got a new sense of appreciation for her after seeing the movies. But okay, why should you care about any of this? Why do I even care? Well, because of the compelling main cast, the beautiful art, the great soundtrack, And yeah, maybe it helps that the show is home to some of the most attractive characters I've ever seen in anime, aka Kaiki, but the bottom line is, I care. Monogatari makes me care. It's the only show where I gladly sit through hours and hours of talking, because let's be real, that is like 99% of it. The other 1% being, well, I think you know by now. If you look at specific scenes from Kizu in connection with the art style, it's easy to assume that this is more or less a typical high school love story with some supernatural elements here and there. Wait a minute. Hormonal teenagers? Vampires? No way. All along, it was you. Except, small spoiler alert, the romance doesn't actually go anywhere, and instead of shiny vampire, we instead get a very elaborate shot of Shinobu gulping down a human cadaver in a way that is, I believe, a little too explicit for me to show here. But the bottom line is, Kizumonogatari is taking no half measures. It's a prequel trilogy that goes the extra mile to provide you with an experience that you will never forget. It's graphic, it's degenerate, but most importantly, it's goddamn beautiful. And this is why Kizumonogatari is truly the chat of anime prequels. And if you didn't like it, then you clearly just didn't understand it.